Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick-a-Card Tarot readings for the week of June 10th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern, you should check it out. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Amethyst, the Tarot of Symbolic Worth with Fluorite, and the Astro Matrix Tarot with White Crystal. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Team Amethyst. Let me get this closer. Okay. Wow. All fire? No. Okay. Very interesting mix. A grounding of fire of some sort through repetition. This should be... Ooh, it's a little low. Oh yeah, I see what I did wrong. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 1, the best way to sum up this energy is, well, this message is don't give up. I find it very fascinating that the 2 people are reversed even though the situation is upright. And the 6 of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck, underpinning everything, kind of answers that question, you know? So there's obviously a vibe of an opportunity that has developed or that you're attempting to capitalize on, or probably that you've been attempting to for a while, or maybe the opportunity that you've been preparing for, like, going to the Olympics type of shit. And what I would say, because the 6 of Cups reversed brings a vibe of... dark nostalgia, and I have the feeling like this, whatever it is, if this is on target, is too much that I could unpack in a reading like this. I'm making it seem more ominous than I intend to, but what I want to say is that I'm just going to speak directly to these people and move on, basically. So yeah, to the King of Wands reversed, I will say, yeah, oh, and the difference between the 2, because we have 2 fire courts. So we have the Novice and the Master, basically, the first and the last court card. So that might help you determine which one you are, if you are one of 2 people in this situation. But like I was saying, to the King of Wands reversed, I would say, I know you've been working at this for a while, or you feel like you've earned this and it's your due, but I would say to make sure you have your head screwed on straight before you make any rash decisions. And to the Page of Wands reversed, I would say, the new level, new devil. The grind never stops. That is... You have absolutely earned the right to be where you are, and it always feels like you have to prove yourself or that type of shit. But in a sense, there is a bit of truth to that, in the sense that, you know, what have you done for me lately is the key question for most of us, for most people, you know. So try to keep that in mind. And I think on that note, I will end the reading there. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps below to jump to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. What is this? The Queen of Coins. Okay. Nice. Very interesting. Okay, so Correcting for a mistake I did with group 1, which I'm clearly tempted to make again. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, I'll see you right now. All right, group 2, here's what bugs me about your reading. So this has a decision making on the way towards a greater goal type of energy. And what bugs me about that is that that's kind of a tautology. Like we are all making decisions on our way to doing something bigger, including me picking my words I'm speaking right now, you know. So that's what bugs me about this reading. But given the progression that I noticed of 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, of all the pips to have in sequence, it's difficult to read it any other way. So I guess the what I would say is that because I intend to describe the situation as a whole and then give advice to each of these 2 court cards. I started doing that recently, and I really like the technique. I think I'll do it. Yeah, it's going to be one of my go-tos. But anyway, yeah, the choices that face you this week. Don't fear the changes that come as a consequence of the decisions that you have to make this week. Wow, that was a surprisingly astute way to sum this up. But connecting 2, 3, 4, 5 in particular, like numerologically, that makes a lot of sense. So much that it's difficult for me to add anything. So I'm just going to repeat it. So yeah, the decisions that you have to make this week, like you can't make a decision without change coming from that decision. And no matter what, you know, that's kind of the deal. Like me circling back to what I was saying, once I've spoken the words that I've chosen to speak, I've spoken them, you know. I can't pick a word and speak it without changing something. So yeah, now to the advice to these 2, to the Queen of Coins, I would say you probably already know what to do. I wouldn't see any reason to doubt yourself. This all is in your domain, you know, and even in football terms, from 2 to 5, like let's say 5 was the goal line. You're the one to give it to run it in, to punch it in from the 1-yard line, you know. So this is kind of your territory. I wouldn't see any reason for doubt in this. And to the Page of Wands, what I would say is just make sure that your decisions aren't distracted by a sense of loyalty to a peer group. What makes me say this is that he's looking at the 3 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, which has this community vibe. So that's why I wanted to point that out for the Page of Wands in particular. You're kind of out of your element here, and that's understandable. But just you still have mastered something, and the dynamism of the phallic suits, let's call them, can have its use in times of instability brought about by change. So keep that in mind. Yeah, that's a good note to end on. So I will end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this reading, you know what to do. Anyway, I'll see you at the Oracle card reading. I'm not sure why I messed that up. All right. All right, group 3. Let's see what we have for you for this week. I shot a little low for the 2 previous ones, so if I deal you out a little high, that's why. But I've learned twice to deal it higher than I think I should. Ooh, yeah, nice. I love this Temperance card so much. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to stop saying that every time that this card comes out. This is a relatively new deck. Anyway, I will see you right now, group 3. Group three, it's funny, despite the Eight of Coins not being in this reading, there's a grinding element to this energy. We have like the long-term wish fulfillment implied in the Ten of Cups reversed, and the emotional processing that must be dealt with along the way implied in the Temperance card in the middle. And sorry, and when we throw in the Four of Cups at the bottom of your cross here, there is an offering to be pondered that is implied, like in the imagery of the card. I this is one of these rare times where I'm really reading this literally in the form of the hand offering this gift and this lady here meditating under the tree, and I understand. Actually, let me get into this part because now that I've described the overall energy, I just want to give advice to each court card as if it was an individual. And hopefully, depending on who you are and who's someone else or something like that, you can figure it out. We have, the novice in the emotional realm and the like adventurous one in the domain of will and passion and all that shit. So yeah, to the Page of Cups reversed, I would say, you know, not every opportunity, like there's no such thing as a perfect opportunity. Something I say a lot when the Page of Cups comes up is that weird thing that you like, implied in the fish that's peeking out of the cup that the page is holding. And yeah, I know that it feels like you've been going at this forever, and I hope you're listening. That's for you too, Knight of Wands. But the the bottom line is not everything will be perfect for you to apply your little thing. And that's something that you kind of have to deal with on your way to the bigger success dream type of goal that you're pursuing, you know? And to the Knight of Wands, I would say to, oh yeah, keep the long game in mind. There's a danger of impulsiveness implied with the Knight of Wands. And knights in general, I guess. Nah, actually, that was too broad. But anyway, the yeah, make sure that you have the long game in mind and to not necessarily jump onto this cup, which is kind of contradictory evidence, but with the Temperance card, literally pouring a fire, and oh my God, the fire cup that the Temperance card is holding is on the water side, and the fire cup that she's pouring is on the fire court side. You can't make this shit up, you know. But well, that's fairly likely to happen. But anyway, back to the reading. Yeah, there's a lot to balance, and it's even reinforced with the chariot here, reversed, of course, under the deck, who's been silently nodding this whole time. Yeah, it's and even the knight. The Temperance is trump 14, which is double the 7 of the chariots. And they also both have the element of making opposites work together, which is implied by the black and the white horses here. So that's kind of why it feels like I've been looping, but it's kind of the process that comes with pursuing your dream. Yeah, I think that's a good note to end on. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked this reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you know what to do. You'll find the timestamps right below. All right, this should be pretty decent. Yeah, that should do. Let me just do that. All right, Group A, your card is Deliverance. This is I Ching hexagram number. Is that a 40 or 46? Give me a second. Yeah, that's a 40. I'll spare you the rant I always go on. Let me just show you the card before I read the keywords under it. And the keywords are release, relief, a fresh approach, liberation from obstruction, finding a solution, exhilaration. Okay. I was confused until I remembered that there actually is a uniting theme to all three readings, which is the grind, which never ends. And I'm sure that no matter who you are, you know that I hit it on the right on the head. So, yeah, to everyone, there there will come a time, just think of it like the main character in Shawshank Redemption, just chipping away with that tiny little pickaxe during the night. Eventually you will be able to take off your shirt in the rain. Just chin down and keep going. Yeah. Group B, your card is Pallas Athena. Think. Very interesting. So oh, I'll actually give this tip right away. I've been thinking of making yeah, it's a concept of the threshold of misery. So, in short, there comes a point where when it feels like it never ends, you reach a point where your decisions don't seem to matter to you because you're incapable of feeling new pain. So you start making a bunch of rash decisions. And when you're in situations like that, the key to making good decisions anyway, because even if it feels like your decisions don't matter, they actually do. So pretend that your decisions mattered and make your decisions accordingly. That's the people who needed to hear that. A surprisingly compact yet useful life hack. Yeah. Group C, your card is Mehen with a message of protection. Let me stare at this card. Okay, there are two ways to interpret this card because there's a common theme of grinding throughout all three readings, and I would say self-care. We have this God, surrounded in this holy protection type thing, and also, wait, what was the other one? Ah, yes, it was worth the time to pause. It was protection from the outside influence of others. There might be a susceptibility to undue influence. So try to keep that in mind for this week, Group C. Group D, your Angelium card is Sandalphon, the Angel of New Life. Very interesting. Let me stare at this card. All right, before I go on, I want to make one thing clear. I don't do pregnancy readings. I would advise against consulting a tarot reader for pregnancy shit. So that's all I have to say on that front. Now to actual Group D, the theme of new life, I would take it as a form of rebirth and reinvention of the self. And the duality of this card is very fascinating. It's two figures holding each other, or kinda. I haven't fully figured out the foot thing, but regardless of that, the duality here and if I've done my math right, we're comfortably in Gemini season for in that regard. So there's that connection as well. So this might be a time to really open yourself up to looking at things from a new perspective and shit like that. So yeah, I think that is a wrap for everything. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give this video a like. I say video a lot. Thank you. You have a great week. See you soon.